Hi there folks, let's get on with a brand new episode of CNB Bazaar Buzz. We have lots packed into the show as always, and here's a look at what is coming up on today's program. It is the 100 bhp variant of the Mahindra TUV300, the full review.
The customization was introduced.
The Honda Navi crosses an important milestone.
It's a Navi edition.
And we profile a racer from South Africa. So as always, a lot packed into this half hour. Now, the Honda Navi is what I'm standing with here as well, and I will let you in on just what's special about the milestone that I referred to in a short while from now, where we'll also be joined by top management here at HMSI. We are coming to you this week from HMSI's brand new headquarters in Gurgaon, just outside of Delhi. But like I said, those details can wait just a little longer. First, let's get on with the Mahindra TUV300 review. Now, the 300 has gone 100 in terms of its output. The 100 bhp variant means that, of course, it gets a different engine. How is it to drive? Does it finally fulfill that little requirement of that extra bump of power that a lot of people were asking for? Ameya Naik drove it to find out.
Mahindra launched the TUV300 in September last year, and while in the first month itself it managed to sell more than 4,000 units of the car, April 2016 saw a stark drop in sales and the numbers touched just about 2,000 units. Clearly the company needed a plan, and well, here it is.
Well, Mahindra seems to have taken our feedback into consideration with regards to the TUV300. Us media journalists as well as many of the customers told them that the 84 bhp one was slightly underpowered, which is why you have this one. Now this is the 100 bhp version, the same engine as you have on the newer Sport, but it's on the TUV, which makes a lot of difference because there is 16 bhp more on offer. Now how does it perform with that much power? We find out.
Yes, it's a powerful version of the TUV300 and gets a bump of 16 bhp, taking the total output to 100 bhp. There are no cosmetic changes to the car apart from the mHawk100 badge on the side. But beside the bump in power, there is a bump in torque figure as well. There is 10 Nm more torque on offer, taking the figure up to 240 Nm. Now, the torque wasn't really an issue, but the bump in power certainly favors the power to weight ratio of the TUV300. So let's get down to how it is to drive. Do the additional power and torque make a difference?
Now, as we told you earlier, this one gets 100 bhp on offer. So is there a difference between this and the 84 bhp? Well, not really. You don't feel it in the earlier revs because the torque is available at 1400 RPM, which is similar to the earlier one. But the difference comes out when you start overtaking, or if you start driving higher at around 3200 plus RPMs. It's when it's evident that there's a lot of power on offer, and that's when that 100 bhp makes a lot of sense. But it's not available in the T4 and the T6 variants. It's only available in the T8. So yes, the one with the AMT also comes with 100 brake horsepower. And that's what we really want to drive. And we'll soon get our hands on it, for sure.
The 1.5 litre engine hence gives that additional thrust, and that comes in handy when you want to overtake. All you do is downshift and the engine growls a bit, but there's all the power you need to make your move. The response from the engine is better and the TUV300 feels more confident too, but not much around corners. The TUV300 carries forward the body roll, and you expect that because there are no mechanical changes made to the SUV. The TUV300 with the mHawk100 engine is available in both the 5-speed manual and AMT variant, but the company is only making it available in the top-end T8 variant, so the T4 and T6 variants are not privy to this change in power. But the added power does have an effect on the fuel efficiency figures, and it falls from 18.49 kilometers per litre to 18.05 kilometers per litre. And though it might not seem too significant, it is an expected drop. There are a few changes on the inside, though those are restricted to the rear seats, as the length of the cushion has been increased, as also under-thigh support, which is better compared to the 84 bhp version. The rest of the features on the inside remain the same. The 100 HP TUV300 comes priced at 8,98,000 rupees for the manual variant and 9,72,000 rupees for the AMT, and so it does come at a premium price. But with these changes, Mahindra is making a true effort to tell the customers out there that it is listening to them and working to make its cars better.
Joining us right now on the program, we have Mr. Y.S. Guleria from Honda Motorcycle and Scooter, who is going to give us a little bit more of an insight as to why we are here at the headquarters today and let you in on that big promise of some information that I promised you at the start of the show. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
it's good to see you. And thank you for inviting us into your office. It's your new office and I'm here for the first time, so happy to be able to check it out for myself.
Yeah, we are equally happy to welcome you to our new corporate office in Gurgaon.
No,
And so nice of you to come all the way, and definitely there's something exciting to talk about today. And this is primarily breaking of the news that we have completed the 10,000, so 5-figure mark for Navi. So and that too, it becomes more significant because Navi still has not been launched across all India, and it's only limited to 10 cities as of now. So June we have started for a couple of other cities. So only 10 towns and 10,000 dispatch. So it's a great beginning for the creation of a totally new segment. And the acceptance and the overwhelming response which we are getting from the urban youth, and which are supposed to be the trendsetters also, it gives us a sort of reassurance that we have already moved on to the next step of creating an entirely new segment of two-wheelers in the country.
You mentioned that it's just 10 cities, and so I remember even at the start you had said that it will be a sort of a phased rollout. But when did the actual dispatches begin? So over what time frame have you been able to achieve this good number?
So in fact, the end of March is the time when we started, and it was only a notional number because we were not fully ready at that point of time. But yes, there were a couple of numbers we did. So in a way, we started off in April. So within 2 months, I would say we have achieved this number. And the one, the very interesting part which we observed in only this 2 months of journey was the great acceptance of customization. So probably you have heard in our earlier interactions Honda talking about back orders, but I don't think so we have ever talked on back orders of customized kits. So already more than 20,000 kits we are yet to dispatch. So that's the kind of response. And since the youth is also a little restless, and some of them, this restlessness in fact led to a very new ideation or innovation from their own side. They have done the customization, whatever they could get their hands on, or they could grab something in the local market, and they have done a lot of uniqueness in their own Navi. So that's also a very good thing to see that the customization is catching up fast, and they are very keen to make their Navi totally unique than other Navis on the road. So that's very interesting.
What you're offering. I mean,
Yes,
they're doing
yes.
even more than that. So that leads me to two very obvious questions. One, were you surprised by the number of bookings that you received which had customization as an option? Did it exceed your initial estimate? And two, are you already thinking of adding on more to the customization portfolio?
So I go one by one.
Yes.
First, yes, it is more than what we would have expected, or it was there in a plan. So the very fact that we were not ready to serve that kind of customization leads to that back order. So that's the first point, that it has exceeded our expectation that almost 50% of our customers who are buying a Navi are opting for customization. So that's the first point. And second, yes, we will not stop here. there's a lot of back-end work which is going on. Just behind you is a Navi ideation room, and we have already started calling it as Navilution, not evolution, but it's a Navilution. So they have to come up with a new idea every month, what is the new addition which we can do in the customization. So, and those surprises are not on the drawing board. So very soon they are going to come in the market. Probably you will see in another 1 or 2 months some new offering in the customization kit for Navi. So Navi will never be like this every month. So every month or every 2 months there will be something unique which we are going to offer to the customers.
So now you can look forward to something interesting coming from Honda when it comes to the HMSI Navi portfolio, especially closer to the festive season. You heard that first right here on Bazaar Buzz. Let's take a very short break. We come back with lots more. Stay tuned.